What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today we are looking at British thunderstorms ain't got nothing on America. So this video is by Lawrence, Lost in the Pond. I've actually reacted to this guy a few times. He is insane. His videos are amazing. I already liked it. Let's see what he's got. Haven't done this guy for a while. So let's get on with it. See what we got.
Quest to uncover all of the memos that Britain and America lost in the pond, and one of those memos pertains to storms. So I was about to leave the house and take my puppy for a walk when I looked at the weather reports. Apparently, at the time of filming, Mother Earth is angry with Chicago and the rest of the Midwest because she's sending us some very unpredictable weather over the course of the next few hours. But I'm an optimist. I'm somebody who likes to turn a negative into a positive. So since we've got this stormy weather coming our way anyway, why not make a video called British Storms Ain't Got Nothing on America? But before I do that, I've got a few minutes before the storm is projected to hit us, so I'm going to take the puppy for a quick walk and I'll be back in just a moment. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, do that now! Well, Arthur, I think the weather reports must be wrong. It's really dry out here. Where are you going? Oh, Arthur, you know I haven't run since the camel incident of 1998. Keep going then, Arthur. Keep going.
1998, that's the year I was born.
It's coming. The rain's coming. We've got to get home. Good doggy. During my time living here, one thing that's really stood out to me about Midwestern storms is that in the hours and even minutes leading up to them, there's often no hint of a storm at all. Things can be entirely placid, but then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Mother Nature lets out one huge wind gust.
Wow.
And as that wind blows...
Just imagine, like Lawrence did here, takes the dog for a walk and then out of nowhere, thunderstorm. Bro, that would not be nice.
The leaves around like ants in a tumble dryer, there's something else that accompanies it. Really f***ing ominous clouds that look like they're going to devour the motorway. And I'm often told that when clouds have those little pointy bits hanging off them, you've got to be a little bit careful because that could be the precursor to a tornado. So far we've got nothing.
Oh, okay, that I did not know. That's interesting fact right there, if it's true.
Nothing like that on the horizon today, even though much of the Midwest has experienced that recently, and now that I think about it, it could happen. But thunderstorms, that's what we're here for. Let's see how it's getting on. Amazingly, amid all of this rumbling that's going on, my animals have been handling it quite well. I was never really concerned about my cat, who's experienced this many times during the 13 years he's been on this planet. Thankfully, unlike some cats, he's not under the misapprehension that he's hearing a giant vacuum cleaner, and just looks at the storm with the scorn that it deserves. And Arthur...
That guy is actually lovely, bro.
A little puppy experiencing his first ever thunderstorm, at least on my watch. And mostly, in terms of the thunderstorm, he's fine. He spent most of it chewing on his toy because he's going through some dental pains like all puppies do at this age. Poor little bugger. By far and away, the southern United States sees more thunderstorms than anywhere else in the nation, with Fort Myers, Florida recording an average of 89 thunderstorms per year. Mental. But I've just learned that one of the most devastating thunderstorm complexes occurred here in the Midwest. Back in 2012, when I was still living in central Indiana, a fast-moving derecho emerged in Iowa before sweeping its way through Illinois and then clear to the Atlantic coast. On its path of destruction, it claimed the lives of 22 people and brought damages of $2.9 billion. And having experienced the...
That is insane, guys. Guess who's been the calmest of all of us? Of course.
Derecho of 2020, I'm familiar with how such storms often coincide with the hot temperatures of summer. But they're not uncommon here in early spring as the thermometer flirts with the 60s, the temperature, not the decade. Anyway, I think you're going to want to see this because in the last few minutes there's been a development. Yeah, it is still coming down. Yeah, that is the craziest looking hail I've ever seen in my life. We don't get anything like this in the UK.
How's the car looking?
It's mostly good.
Yeah, hails, bro. Those things are a dead end, bro. Have your car parked outside, and these hails drop from the sky, bro. Your car is gone for
That is a piece of hail that I just picked up from the ground outside. It is definitely the biggest piece of hail I've ever had in my hand. And I have to drop it now because it's melting.
Imagine that thing lands on your head. Bro, that will hurt. That will hurt a lot.
America is no stranger to large pieces of hail that hail from America. In fact, by comparison, some pieces make the segment that I held in my hand look like a fairy fly, albeit a frozen one. You see, I read today that in 2010, a piece of hail measuring almost 8 inches in diameter came down in Vivian, South Dakota. It remains the largest hailstone ever recorded in the history of Earth's history. The second largest was found in Nebraska some 7 years earlier, proving once again that everything is bigger in the United States except Q's, but that's irrelevant. But in my neck of the woods, the hail lasted all of 60 seconds. And just like that, as was the case before the storm started, everything is now placid. The storm has stopped, which is good news for Arthur because we can now take him on that longer walk, and I've just realised he's going to run through all of the sloshy
Lucky Arthur.
Mud. All right, Tara, are you ready? It turns out neither of us were ready for what happened next. Ominous.
What's happening?
Do you think that's the end of the world, or just the coming of a tornado? Probably
Sirens?
Probably just tested it. Probably go and find out. This was no test. Just when we thought it was safe to go back into the water, an even bigger shark was emerging from the deep. The Chicagoland area was under a tornado warning. And to be clear, the shark bit was a metaphor, I hope. Yeah, I know you like looking at the wind, Kafka, but we've got to go. So, currently in the Pittsburgh potty, I have toilet roll for no real reason. We decided, since it's only a few minutes, this tornado warning that's in effect, we wouldn't bring down the whole crate, we just bring him down on a leash and let him roam a little bit. Kafka doesn't have that luxury, because if he did, he would tear Arthur to pieces, not literally, but they do tend to fight. So yeah, we are just seeing it out. It's supposed to only last about 12 minutes or something like that. And that's pretty normal. I mean, these tornado warnings don't last long. The weather systems move pretty fast. Kafka's trying to escape as we speak. You want any words for you?
Oh, that cat is feeling scared now. Locked in a cage, in a small room. That would scare me as well.
Your audience? I know, I hate putting you in here, but, you know, I've got to take these precautions. And I'm tired. Among the world's countries, the United States in particular is synonymous with tornadoes. In fact, of the 67 tornadoes powerful enough in history to have been classed as an F5, 59 were recorded in the US, and that number is even higher if you account for Brock Lesnar. And in 1925, one of those F5s became the deadliest in US history when it ripped through Missouri, Illinois, and Indiana along the longest tornado path ever recorded. In total, this one tornado claimed the lives of almost 700 people, the vast majority of them right here in Illinois. Well, after all that, according to the radar, it really is all over now. So, Arthur, you've earned a trip to the dog park. And I'll be honest with you, it's completely and utterly a little bit not surprising that Arthur wasn't scared of the thunder, because he's not even afraid of the big dogs. And I have to admit, he played with them in a manner that was admirable and disgusting. Okay. There was a lot of cleanup after that.
I do not want to know more.
Well, after all that drama, that's it for this episode. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever experienced a storm quite like this one. I'm Lawrence Brown. Don't forget to follow.
Let me know, guys. Have you ever experienced a storm? Like a real thunderstorm, bro? Let me know in the comments below what your experience with this. For me, I don't really think I experienced something like that. No tornadoes, no nothing, to be honest. But anyway, guys, let me know in the comments below. Hope you all enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace out.